A backup ring, about the size of a wedding band, sitting 30,000 feet underground, 500 degrees Fahrenheit, 20,000 pounds per square inch. If it fails, the seal fails, and the entire pressure assembly goes with it. Now picture a research team at the University of Texas, El Paso, working directly with Halliburton, 3D printing those rings out of PEEK. And the paper, it's published. Halliburton's name is on it. And that is where high temperature FDM in oil and gas is right now. And almost nobody outside the industry is talking about it. Here at Vision Miner, we've spent close to a decade printing engineering polymers like PEEK, Ultem, PPS, PEC, you name it, for aerospace, defense, medical, and yes, oil and gas. So when a story like this surfaces, we pay attention. So let's back up a little bit. What is a backup ring? In a high pressure assembly, the seal is usually a rubber O-ring. If you squeeze it hard enough, it oozes into the clearance gap between the metal parts and the seal goes bad. A backup ring blocks that gap. For HPHT service, high pressure, high temperature service, PEEK has been the default for these rings for decades now. 500 degrees Fahrenheit, 20,000 psi, hydrocarbons, sour gas, CO2, steam, all of the elements. The catch? PEEK billet is expensive. Lead times can run up to 16 weeks or more, and every ring you machine wastes most of that stock material as chips to fall on the shop floor. Now, researchers at UTEP published a paper at IPTC, the International Petroleum Technology Conference, in early 2024, co-authored with the engineers at Halliburton. They built a custom FDM machine with a patented dynamic mixing hot end, blending carbon fiber content within a single PEEK ring as it printed. The carbon fiber filled version had lower extrusion pressures but better permanent deformation behavior, which means the unfilled version held back the O-ring a little longer before it started to extrude. But the carbon fiber version held its shape better over time. It didn't get permanently squashed. Different formulations for different jobs. A companion paper from the same team went to the Solid Freeform Fabrication Symposium, looking at planar versus non-planar print patterns inside a flat PEEK backup ring. The result? The print pattern itself became a design variable. How the tool paths run inside the ring changes how the ring seals under pressure. And that is the part that most people miss. With a printed part, the tool path itself is a tunable property of the seal, and that's something you cannot get by machining something out of a billet. So at Vision Miner, we print PEEK every single day. Our 22 IDEX was designed around the ability to print PEEK and Ultem and materials exactly like this. And for parts that are too big to fit on the 22, we even have the A3D Hilo and other large machines, which basically is an open material Stratasys 450 MC. We even did a collab video where we showed 3D printing nerd Joel Towling just a little while back, basically a carbon fiber PEEK fuel filter for a spacewalk suit, where the tool paths inside actually made the part possible. It's the same principle that UTEP and Halliburton are using on these backup rings. Now, UTEP isn't alone. Valland is an Italian valve manufacturer certified to API 6A, 6D, and 6DSS, and that's wellhead equipment, pipeline valves, and subsea pipeline valves. Serious oilfield hardware. They've been printing PEEK valve internals on FDM since 2020. Commercial valves with 3D printed parts inside of them. And they've been working towards full API 20T compliance, the new qualification standard for 3D printed polymer parts in oil and gas. More on that in a minute. And then there's Roboze, an Italian company based in Houston for oil and gas. I've seen them print massive carbon fiber PEEK rings, almost 3 feet across. It's absolutely nuts. Their PEEK is certified to NORSOK M-710, the Norwegian petroleum standard for non-metallic sealing materials. It tests for sour gas aging, rapid gas decompression, and compression set behavior. And then there's Baker Hughes. Their Houston AM Technology Center is 27,000 square feet of metal and polymer labs. The polymer side runs FFF, which is the same as FDM, just non-trademarked. There's over 1,000 part numbers they've developed, hundreds of qualified end-use parts currently in the field. Now, here's what changed. In August of 2022, the American Petroleum Institute published API Standard 20T, the qualification standard for additively manufactured polymer components in oil and gas. It covers FFF directly. 3 specification levels: process control, traceability, and documentation, all defined. Without it, every printed PEEK ring is basically a science project. And with it, printed parts have a defensible path into real oilfield equipment. The materials were already there. The machines were already there. What was missing was the rulebook. And the surface area is growing. CO2 injection for enhanced oil recovery, carbon capture for storage, geothermal, hydrogen valves. Valland is already printing those on the same equipment. Researchers at KAUST ran 3D printed PEEK through supercritical CO2 at 150 Celsius and 100 bar, which is about 1450 psi, with repeated rapid gas decompression cycles. The material survived. Crystallinity went up about 9%. Glass transition shifted up about 6 degrees. So what does that mean? Crystallinity is how ordered the polymer chains are. More crystallinity means stiffer, stronger, harder for chemicals to actually penetrate. Glass transition is where the polymer starts to soften. The material didn't degrade. It actually got a little stiffer and a little more heat resistant. It's almost like the part was annealing itself in service. Imagine if every time you stressed a metal part, it got slightly harder instead of slightly weaker. Now that is the kind of data that gets a part qualified. And honestly, we're living in the future. The materials, the machines, the standards, they all exist now in a way they didn't 10 years ago. Parts, geometries, lead times, whole categories of hardware that could not be built. And that's what 3D printing is actually doing to industry. Not the keychains, not the Flexi Dragons, although we do love Flexi Dragons. The serious engineering. The parts that hold back 20,000 psi, 30,000 feet underground. Our 22 INEX prints 90% of the parts that actually come through our print service for these real-world applications. Oil and gas, automotive, aerospace, medical, you name it. PEEK, PEC, Ultim, PPS, polycarbonate, carbon fiber nylon, at less than 1/10 of what a comparable system used to cost. For parts that are bigger than it can handle, we've got bigger machines. So head over to visionminer.com/printers. Give us a call, shoot us an email. As a team, we literally help people figure this out every single day for their business and their application. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a positive rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.